This world is not meant for you. Run, boy, run. They're trying to catch you. Run, boy, run. Running.
Hey there everybody, it's Mecha Draco coming to you with another Observations of Society. Now I know I haven't done one of these videos for you guys in a while, and I do actually want to continue doing these types of videos for you, and I just really haven't found anything that I wanted to respond to. But something as of just recently, there's actually been two things that came up as of recently. But one of the bigger ones that just came up here recently, I really wanted to respond to, and that was a video that came out here recently that has to do with a woman who is overreacting to a Confederate flag rug kind of thing being hung up in a store. It's pretty ridiculous, and I can't even begin to understand the reasoning for where she's coming from, at least within the reactions. And I believe both sides are a little to blame for the overall escalation that this particular incident goes into, but the woman is so overreacting in this situation that it's ridiculous. But I don't want to go into too much details. I'm going to let you guys watch the video, and then we can discuss it as it goes. So here it is.
So you don't care about having hate flags on your wall? Huh? A Confederate flag is a symbol of slavery and lynching and raping of black people. It's a hate symbol.
I'm Mexican. What are you
Good.
talking about?
I'm telling you that's a hate symbol. Yes, it is. What does that got to do with anything? I know my history. A Confederate flag.
Black people don't want to get the Confederate flag, not white people, black people.
What are you talking about? That's a symbol of slavery. That's like having a swastika on your wall. It's no different.
So there's right there the very first thing I want to actually talk about. The whole Confederate flag being just as intense or just as hateful of a symbol as the Nazi flag, as the swastika. That's a little crazy. That to me, that comparison is way the fuck off. I can't even begin to understand where someone would come up with that. The Nazis, they had their politics, but most of what people know about the Nazis and most of what people are aware of why the Nazis were bad was because of the fact that they wanted to effectively annihilate and eradicate all Jews on the face of the planet. I can't even begin to understand where that comparison comes from, because the Confederates, they had their politics. They broke off from the Union. They wanted to have their own sovereignty and everything like that. They had their own politics, but they didn't hate blacks so much that they wanted to murder them. You know what I mean? They didn't want to throw them into a bunch of camps, collect all of them, and just burn them all. Now, they didn't exactly treat them well, of course not. I'm not condoning anything that they did. I'm just saying that the comparison between putting a race into slavery and murdering and killing every last one of a race is kind of different.
But today we are in here and we spot a Confederate flag. Over there on the wall. And they don't care.
Bye, bitch. Get your kids out of here.
Look at this liberal.
Yeah, look at this little whiny bitch here. Hi. Hillary supporter, Bernie supporter, which one do you vote for that lost?
This is one part of the video that I actually wanted to point out because I just thought it was kind of funny. First of all, I love the guy's face. It's just so smug looking. He's got that little smug smile on his face, and then he's got that it's hilarious. Look, I love the way this guy's face looks. It made me laugh for a solid good 10 minutes so I don't know. It was hilarious. But I will say that this is part of where it starts to be a little bit on their side of it. They are clearly instigating something that they don't need to be instigating. They should have just, I mean, this is kind of harmless instigation. It's not really that big of a deal, but this is where it starts. This is where the problem starts. This is where it starts to make her be the victim. She's suddenly now the victim because she's She's the bitch. You know what I mean?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to leave.
Why? Why are you recording?
Do not get close because you're approaching me in a parking lot. And I have 2 small children. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Walk away from me.
I'm at work. Leave my
Do not. I cannot leave when you keep approaching me from back. I was strapping in my car seat and you're coming up from behind me. This is horrifying. Leave me alone. Go away. Please tell him to leave me alone. He just assaulted me in the store, called me a...
Okay, so you can obviously see where that starts going into a big escalation. I'm going to let you see the rest of it here in just a second, but I just want to say, like, the assaulted me, like, where did that come from? He just assaulted me. From 200 feet away from you? Like, what the Okay. She's clearly, like, just distraught with herself because she starts crying. And this is kind of the second part that I was talking about before, that these guys get a little bit much on their instigation. They don't need to go as far as they do when it comes to this. Like, she's asking them to leave and go away. I guess because she's afraid they're going to come up on her while she's actually, like, putting down her thing, putting down her kid. I don't know. It baffles the mind. It honestly does. I can't even begin to understand where she's coming from with this, because it's like, use your brain. Use your brain here. What makes you think, and what is legitimately making you think that anything they've done is gonna make them attack you? What have they done, or even that you've done, that feels like you would need to call for help or be in danger, that your life would actually be in danger to the point where you would need to freak out this much?
Yes, I am crying. Oh my God.
Do you need a picket sign?
Please tell him to go.
I did. You're okay.
No, I'm not. He just attacked me at his door, and he's there following me.
What's going on?
Please make sure they don't get any closer.
They won't. I told them that they need to leave.
They have Confederate flags hanging in their store, and I brought it up to them, and they started pulling me around and calling me a bitch and saying they're... And then I was driving in the car, and they came out. There was 3 of them, and they were following me into the parking lot. Daddy, please get...
You okay, sweetie?
And that's basically the end of the video. There's about 2 minutes left of it, of her crying some more. If you really want to go ahead and see the rest of the video or some of the parts that I cut out, there will be a link in the description below. I just want to end the video here, but I do want to go ahead and just end it on the note of saying that I really don't get the mentality here. I don't think that she acted this way because she was a woman or anything like that. I think that she acted this way because she is a person that exists today that has this mentality of victimhood. And that's probably the worst part of it. Now, I will admit and say that the men who were out there antagonizing her, they clearly were not helping. And that's exactly what they were doing. They were antagonizing her. And they shouldn't have been. And I'm going to tell you, everybody out there, I'm going to tell all of you right here, right now, if you ever deal with somebody like this, if you are ever dealing with somebody like this, if you have to get your rocks off, you have to get your words out, oh, you're a bitch, you had to do something like that, feel the fuck free. But leave them alone. Don't antagonize, don't instigate. Because of what they did, because of how much further they went with it, because they went out there and they started teasing her with all that stuff, by recording her back, by going out there to watch her leave in her car, so on and so forth, you turned her into a victim. Everybody else out there, anybody else who thinks the same way she is now going to effectively see this and go, she's clearly the victim. They were clearly attacking her. Clearly, didn't you see him walking up on her? Clearly they were going, oh my God, the world is a bunch of bigots. And the only reason why they're going to think that is because these two individuals decided they wanted to go a little bit farther than just call her a bitch. They should have left her alone after that. After she left the store, they should have left her alone. Let her leave. Let her go on her business. But anyways, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, I certainly hope you guys let me know down in the comment box below. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more of these, definitely, of course, send me videos if you guys want me to do like a particular response to one of them or something like that. I'd be happy to go and do something like that. But feel free to do that. You guys know the drill by now. If you guys did enjoy, like, favorite, and subscribe. And of course, as always, guys, good luck out there, and don't forget to have fun.